Whoa.
I date an 18-year-old sometimes.
How old are you?
29.
Okay.
So it's kind of fucked up.
He's your therapist now.
Yeah, no, it's like the last couple girls I had, this is not even a joke, 18, 19, all of them. And it's not like I'm hunting. It's like they run to me because I'm so immature, blah, 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 I yap a lot. So the older ones, they're going, oh, this guy makes crazy jokes. But the younger ones, they like the racist jokes, the homophobic joke, that the kind of evil comedy. So I'm always surrounded by immature people.
Okay.
And you know what's weird is like, most of my life, when I was 20,
Zherka, would you ever quit cigs? Or what is stopping you from trying to?
I quit cigarettes for 2 years for my chat, just to prove it, cold turkey, and I would live stream 20 hours a day. And yeah, I will talk about that later. Sorry, sir. These guys are enough, guys. So basically, when I was 21, 18-year-old girls would DM me, and I'm like, oh, 18 is a turn off. Oh, you have a car? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, never around a teenager. 28 years old, there was a hit piece. Some porn star who looks very young, she's 21, sat on my lap, and they called me a pedo. They did like an article hit piece, because I'm a Trump guy. Jesus is king. And I needed to prove to that article that called me a pedo. I'm like, okay, if I'm a pedo, I'm gonna start dating an 18-year-old and really get them crying.
Okay.
And then I got used to it. And then the last couple of girls I dated, 18, and I get along with them. I make more money with them, but it's so weird.
I don't think that's bad. Can you hold this though?
Like, who does that? Who 29 years old does that? You don't see this often. Or if they do, it's like under the radar. It's not like on a YouTube channel and shit. But it's definitely like not healthy, because the best, I get along with girls who are 23, 24, the best. But that's like a mature life, and I don't want that. I want to be a millionaire. I'm doing so good. I don't want to switch the formula. But man, it kills my reputation, because like they call me a pedophile. And I'm the type that says, yes, I am. So I will never, ever be labeled something and go live and let me tell you why I'm not. And it's crazy. For the last 6 months, my whole 2 days without being depressed.
I sent you a clip of Action Man talking about having a four-way with Jill in a hot tub on your Twitter.
Okay, these guys gotta go away, bro.
Action Man is trying to fuck Jill at TwitchCon.
Is this on me? Is it filming me?
Yeah.
Oh, whose stream is this?
It's the same stream. It's Jack's.
Action Man.
Just the camera's
do
down
it
a
so
little
we
bit.
have more content when you come back. It's my ex. She's like 20.
Is it good? Okay.
That was the last one I had. That was it.
Zherka, do you know a lot about base 12 mathematics and
I'm
scalar
not
energy?
into that, bro. Go away. So you're a therapist? Is it that like a therapist?
Yes, but different.
It's good. It's good.
Therapists deal with more severe symptoms.
Here, hold this for a second.
Yeah.
Severe depression and anxiety. Coaches deal with help people like reach their goals, work through.
Oh, you make real money. You make way more than a therapist. I know what a coach is. A coach is like I get $1,000 consultation call. You get huge calls like that. My twin brother, he's a therapist. He lives a totally different life than me. But he had to work so hard to make money. Whereas the coaches, if you got a good reputation, you mark it up, you're like private. You're just you, right?
You and your friend, you for
Turn TTS off, you fucking retard.
But you know why she won't even bother trying to fix me, is she can sense the ego that I don't want to change, right?
You sure about who you are?
Yeah.
And if you're sure about who you are, the only thing I would say is just don't judge yourself based on what other people are saying. They're just saying, that's weird. If you think it's weird, then you define what weird is to you, but don't make it be weird because somebody else thinks it.
Yeah. I guess because it's live, I read the comments, they get to me.
That's kind of...
Like, the comments don't get to me where I stop dating the teenager, but they definitely, like, when I date girls 25 years old, 24, I can kiss them in the first date. But when I'm with a teenager, it takes me a week to just do like, we get it out of the fucking head.
Stupid fetal alcohol, baby. You're ruining the content.
Who, me? I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm here for Sammy.
The motherfucker that decided to pay, you dumb fuck.
I'm here for Sammy. Sammy got me a mental health coach. You should plug yourself. Where can we find you?
Well, hello, 10,000 people watching. My name is Marcella Mapp. I'm a mental health coach. If you're looking for me, you can find me at Luminous Life 365 on Instagram or www.luminouslife365.com.
Came from behind, ripped off your hat, slapped your face to make the loudest slap known to mankind.
I would fight crime
Your
again.
face with a bar.
Now, here's the thing. You say if it doesn't bother you, just keep doing it.
I'm not saying if it doesn't bother you, keep doing it, but if you know that it's something that you're wrestling with, but you're wrestling with it based on the concepts and the expectations of other people, that makes it really hard for you to change because you're not being secure about your expectations.
I'm thinking too much of the collective. If it's internal, it's a real problem.
You can do better work with it because if you get lost in the comments and the opinions of other people, you lose what you think about yourself. And if you get caught up in that and you create a belief system around those things, it makes things so much more difficult.
Yeah, and perception is reality. So if you're not a pedo, but the world is saying it,
It affects you.
you just cave in.
It affects you.
Sometimes I do cocaine
Do you?
recreationally, and drugs are bad. You say all drugs are bad, right?
I mean, people have freedom to do what they want to do.
Yeah. So sometimes I do cocaine, and then I get so angry, I go on live and say, I'm a pedophile! And I start screaming just to make my haters more angry. And when you look at 8 billion people on Earth, I'm the only influencer doing this.
Really?
And you think you'd be canceled if you did. The most people would be canceled, but I've doubled down so much. My haters and those hate pieces and those liberal articles, they gave up on it. They stopped covering me.
Let me ask you this.
I say I'm a murderer, I'm a pedophile, I'm everything you say I am. And it's the best strategy.
Really? So is what you're doing a strategy for
Marketing,
the work that you do?
Oh, definitely
Or is
markets.
it something that you really believe about yourself?
Well, I believe all men are pedophiles. Because,
How so?
like, think of the word jailbait. What does that mean? It means all men will look at a girl as they're driving, they go, damn, she's hot. And then someone will be like, no, she's 17. But why was his instinct to be attracted to a 17-year-old? If no one checked that behavior, he would have been aroused. So that proved that every man, what is the difference physically between an 18-year-old girl and 17? They're identical. No one can just see it. So I think 3 billion men on Earth are pedos. I guess it's not pedo. Pedo is under 14 or some shit. This is hebophilia or some shit. But that's the argument I make. So I don't deny it fully. I feel all men like young girls. That's why they like, why does Ariana Grande do so well? She looks like a fucking kid. It's disgusting. But 3 billion men are watching that shit, right? Or whatever her follower count is. So I make the argument that we're born in a fallen state. We must overcome it through our Lord Jesus Christ Almighty. And no one has an argument against this. Because the word jailbait really exposes male nature. What is the word jailbait? How is it, you know what I mean?
So I'm really curious now if you have attraction to younger girls, 18 and 20,
Oh,
less
not
than
20,
25.
18, 19.
18, 19, but you say you've dated girls that are 23,
Yeah, those are the ones I get along with better.
Yeah.
But it's less fun, more of a mature relationship.
I got
Which is,
TPS on.
like, horrible. I don't want a mature relationship.
You don't want a mature relationship.
No, because
You want a toddler.
my life is this immature. When I'm immature, I'm making millions of dollars, right?
I see. So it's back to I do what I do because of the marketing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
So my question
Go
to
back
you,
to
if
how
you
to find Sophie will be good content or go to
Sophie
South
left.
Beach.
She dipped, guys. I don't know what the fuck happened, but like, she's like, I'll be right back, and then just literally, McKinley's like, yeah, she's in a car right now. I was like, okay, you know. So not everyone. I guess her friends talked her out of being here. L friends, huh?
So, John, if you're doing what you're doing because of the marketing and the benefits of what you're doing, is it really what you want?
No, because eventually I gotta marry a girl. You can't marry a fucking, you know.
Okay, so that speaks volumes
Can
about
this retard
where
turn the
you are.
TTS off? It's loud and we would rather hear the conversation.
We gotta turn.
I think it's funny when they say
Yeah,
crazy
I will do
shit.
it 10 minutes off. 10 minutes off. I think I'm at a crossroads where going for a mature relationship definitely is smart, but these women won't stay unless I have a castle. Or they do. I've never been left by a woman, but there's more arguing. When I become $100 million castle, then I have no arguments with my wife.
Exactly. I don't
But-
have any arguments.
I'm learning to only be around teenage girls, which is bad because it's going to be hard to have those mature conversations, right? I'm going to be impatient, you know?
Well, that means you have to really learn how to manage your expectations around what maturity and mature relationships look like for you. So just like you're able to see the benefits of what dating
There's-
younger girls look like, you got to see the benefits of what having mature relationships will look like
That's
for
the
you.
thing. There is zero benefits
Now.
to having a mature relationship.
Now.
No, at any time. For a man, if you think about it. Because, like, any woman that I get is getting a 6'5" Armani model millionaire.
Okay.
And I know. And I'm getting a woman that's not even a virgin, meaning some guy in their phone has nudes of my wife because he dated her before me. And so that's why I'm in a Catholic theocracy where everyone's guaranteed a virgin again. I want the Bible back over the state. I want it to be absolute rule like Sharia law, but for the Christians. And in my head, I'm thinking like, oh my God, whether your girl is naked on OnlyFans or a good girl, the good girl has nudes of herself on another man's phone and a body count of 7 by the time they're 21. I'm like, and you know what's crazy? If I had 100 million, she still wouldn't be a virgin. So I'm like, being a man in today's society, how can you not resent your partner? I would just, anyone I marry, I go, dude, you hit the lottery. Because let's say I have multiple partners in my past. That actually, women like that. You see the guy that's around girls, women like that guy. But a girl around a bunch of guys, no one likes that girl. They go, oh, she's used and stuff. In my head, I'm thinking, in this gynocentric woman's world, I gain nothing getting married. I'm only doing it for Jesus, really. And that's why I've never cheated on my partners. Because even when I was a Christian, I know God's watching. And I know that's the most ratchet shit. I'd sooner hit a woman than cheat on her, you know? I've never hit a woman, but I'm saying that's how I see it. And so when I do get married, I can imagine myself sitting in the kitchen just resenting her. She had a 5 body count before me, she had this. Like, it's important to me because there's immediate...
It's important to you for your wife to be super pure in that way before you can get married.
I mean... How hard have I worked in my life to not get a virgin? How much harder should I work? I did 20-hour days for a year. I did construction. I've been stabbed 5 years as a bouncer, cut with knives. I've been jumped. Please, if anyone deserves a virgin, it's me. And I'm thinking, you know what's crazy is the virgin, I'll never even notice them. Because I only notice the girls with the OnlyFans, and, you know, the ones that are on social media. So the virgins are under my radar and probably not even compatible. If you think about who's around me, it's not virgins, right? But I'm thinking to myself, like,
That's what you
marriage
desire.
sucks for men. All men are.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think men are happy.
Okay.
I think most men live like sexless marriages too. Like the world's like that now. Now, in our parents' time, it was way better.
How so?
My parents, when they watch these streams, they think everything's a joke. Like, there's a girl who got chlamydia in this house, and my parents are like, that's funny. And I'm like, you know, it's real. And my parents like, they don't even know what STDs are because they're from a different time where STDs were rare and scarce, and now everyone has them. The woman everyone watching marries is the same woman I'll marry. A woman who is nude in someone else's phone, has had STDs, 1 in 3 women have gotten these. I need a time machine to the 1950s or I'll put a bullet in my head, right?
John, How is it? This is me being curious. You can generalize women in this bucket of this is how women are, period, but not yourself.
I've never had an STD.
I'm not talking about for the STDs, just in general. Like, women do these things, women have these expectations. I'll never be able to date a woman who is fully a virgin. And do women have that same option for men?
I mean, women win marrying, man. Like, they win custody of the kids, they win the divorce battle, they win half the money. It's like the best time in history to be a woman. If you want material wealth and all the devilish stuff. But to be a man, like, as the purchasing power skyrocketed in America, we are facing the largest despair, depression, anxiety. Even if in their Ferraris they're depressed, these men. And I know all of this depression comes from nobody's marrying virgins.
That's what you link it to?
Yeah, look at Saudi Arabia. They don't have these problems. It's only a Western degenerate world that I've inherited.
That's because submissiveness is what drives relationships in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but those women don't cut themselves. They don't have depression. They don't have anxiety.
How can you say that?
You could see when they move here and how they have. I've never seen a Saudi woman's wrists cut up like an American girl's. Every OnlyFans girl, whatever, these American girls, or even Instagram bikini girls who are not naked, they all, you could see they cut themselves. They're psychologically traumatized. And then the foreign girls, they feel bad for these girls. I'm a refugee here, so I'm like, what the fuck is all this? Which is weird. Now I adapted. Like, I was like, oh, it's all degenerate, and I became the most degenerate. I became very American. But in my head, I'm thinking, like, if I want to get married, I have to go to Colombia or some third world country and then find that. But apparently, since I like pretty women, they're already on Instagram. They're already doing the same thing. They're just in their country doing it. They're getting flown out by billionaires and having sex with them at Epstein Island and all that.
Can we change subject, you boring fuck?
Oh yeah, what's chat saying?
Exactly that.
Okay, basically, buy her coaching program.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Have an amazing day.